So, good morning, everyone. Um, it's a good day, no, for everyone. Good morning. Um, I am Ruby J. Santiago, taking up my master's degree of education, major in educational technology. Today, I will be sharing to you my research presentation. It is entitled Engagement of the Student Learning through ChatGPT Interaction as a Tool for Critical Thinking Development in tertiary education. So, without further ado, let me start my presentation. So for my rationale, let me move this one. For my rationale, ChatGPT, an AI-powered tool, offers instant feedback, personal learning, and 24 by 7 tutoring, making it a valuable resources in education. However, it faces challenges including limited support of critical thinking, occasional inaccuracies, um, and the risk of over-reliance on AI. Despite these issues, ChatGPT can enhance students' engagement. ChatGPT can also aid problem solving, no? And ChatGPT assists educator like us with the lesson planning, with creating our assessments, no? The study explores ways to maximize the ChatGPT's benefits, no? While this research also wants to address the limitations through strategies like how are we going to structure prompts, no? How do we engineered, or how do we make good structure for the prompts for the question, and improving AI accuracy. And then lastly, ensuring it remains an effective and ethical educational tool. So in many years, ChatGPT has become widely used by the students, no, the teachers. um, it becomes a tool for education. It offers instant feedback kasi, no. When we start asking ChatGPT right there and then, we already have feedback. We already have answers to our question, no. And also ChatGPT can give us learning supports. For example, there is a question that it's hard for us to understand. If we ask ChatGPT, it gives us an impromptu answer. It gives us an idea kung ano ba yung, or what are the things that you don't understand. So it gives you ideas, no? And also, ChatGPT can be your personalized, or a personalized tutor. So ChatGPT can help you how to teach this, how to learn these things, how to do these things. So it can gives you step-by-step learning procedure. However, it has also challenges, no, that it needs to be addressed. Ano ba what are the challenges, no, that we need to address? Number one, occasional inaccuracies. So there's no such thing as perfect. So sometimes ChatGPT provides inaccurate answers. No. So number two, the risk of students to become too reliant to AI. So the students may become over reliant kay ChatGPT. Um, even the most easiest questions, no, they would say na ayoko na mag-think, no, I will just ask ChatGPT and ChatGPT will give me an answer, and so on and so forth. So that's over reliant. um it it um it can make the students lazy. Instead of thinking, no, instead of using their critical thinking, what are they going to do is just type it to ChatGPT and let ChatGPT answer the question, even though it's too easy, no. uh, they can answer it on their own, no. So those are the challenges, no, the ChatGPT faces, no. This study also aims to explore how we can maximize ChatGPT strengths especially in boosting engagement and the development of critical thinking of our students. No, the critical thinking skills. While no, we do this one, we also want to address no the limitations of the ChatGPT. Ayan. So let's move on with the statement of the problem. So this study is guided with three key questions. So number one, what are the scores they got after taking the vocabulary assessment with the help of ChatGPT? Number two, what are the significant implications of ChatGPT in the vocabulary assessment? Number three, how do students perceive the use of ChatGPT in education? So these are the three key questions of the study. For the scope and the limitation, this study focuses on the second year students of Our Lady of Perpetual Soccer College or OLOPS, Marikina. No? So specifically, it's the business administration, the hospitality management, and the tourism management. It explains how the students, it examines how the students interact with ChatGPT as a teaching tool and its impact to develop critical thinking, particularly through the use of the vocabulary assessment. The study will uses ChatGPT 3.5 or the GPT 3.5 as the AI model, but will not include other chatbot models due to time and resource constraints. The vocabulary assessment tests students' ability to understand and define the meaning of the words. Ayan. So, basically, the limitation of this study, we will be limiting the use of the ChatGPT 3.5. I believe there are a lot of versions updated versions, no. But when I did this study, the recent version is 3.5. So that's why. No. So let's move on with the theoretical framework. As you can see in my framework, frame 1 is the ORT or the optimal resource theory. The figure 2 is the TPAC, which is I know it's already familiar, no, the teachers already familiar with the TPAC. So first we discuss the ORT or the OR theory. So the OR theory focuses on the enhancement of students' achievement. The research focus on the third factor and the fifth factor. So the third factor is manipulating internal control factors, while the fifth is maximizing outcomes with available resources. This principle is designed to know the different factors that might influence the performance of the students in school. So that's why I use as the ORT, the optimal resource theory. While on the other hand, I also uses the TPAC. TPAC enhances naman the students' learning by blending the technology, the teaching method, and the subject content. So sa TPAC, when I use the TPAC, when I choose to use TPAC because of the technology that we are using nowadays. So if we accept it or not, nowadays technology is already part of our education. So with TPAC, it makes learning interactive, supports collaboration also, and encourage critical thinking. With tools like ChatGPT, TPAC helps personalize learning, offering tailored support, and promoting active participation. This approach prepares students for the future careers and help them to develop essential skills for success. No? So those are my theoretical framework. No? So the theoretical framework is anchored with the two main frameworks, which is the ORT, the optimal resource theory, and the TPAC. Ayan. So, sorry. So, for the conceptual framework, no, the conceptual framework is integrates the three, no, the three, sorry. I integrated the three, the ORT, no, the ORT, the TPAC and the ChatGPT, no, to enhance student skills. It includes training for both educators and students to improve, no, their engineering prompts, no, the prompt engineering, the study habits, the critical thinking, and the digital literacy. This framework integrates optimal resource theory or the ORT, the technological pedagogical content knowledge or the TPAC, and the ChatGPT to improve students' critical thinking, resource management, and the prompt engineering skills. So, ChatGPT kasi, it needs a better prompt, no, for you to get a better answer. It provides training for both the students and educators on using ChatGPT and the AI tool effectively. The training focuses on improving the study strategy, no? And then the knowledge, the content knowledge, the digital literacy, and the creating effective prompts. It also helps the two students to apply these skills in the real world scenarios. And also, guidelines for education, educator will support ethical AI using a lesson integration. And while the students will learn to evaluate AI responses and use ChatGPT for ongoing learning, strengthening critical thinking and problem solving abilities. So for my research design, I uses the mixed method sequential exploratory design. The researcher first facilitate a vocabulary assessment, no, for the researcher to determine who are the target respondents for the focus group discussion. Ayan. For the locale of the study, the research chooses Our Lady of Perpetual Soccer College to conduct the research study. Our Lady of Perpetual Soccer College is a private institution and it is located in the heart of Marikina City. For my instrument questions, no, I uses I uses the vocabulary assessment. As you can see in my PowerPoint presentation, I already placed there the website where I get my assessment, no, assessment module. So this is a publicly posted, no, so everyone can try it or everyone can access it, no, kasi wala naman it's free for everyone, so it can be used by everyone. Ayan, it's freely, no, distributed to everyone. If you want to try it, you can try to answer the vocabularies there. Okay, and then number 2, I also prepared an open-ended questions for my focus group discussion. For the method of analysis, I uses mixed method approach. So the researcher uses mixed method approach in the study. The quantitative results will determine the respondents of the focus group discussion, while the qualitative insights will offer depth in the student's experience and perception using thematic analysis method. So, to answer question number 1, no, SOP number 1, what are the scores they've got after taking the vocabulary assessment with the help of ChatGPT? So as you can see in table number 1, the mean for BA would be 16.6. For the HM, it's 16.4. For the TM, it's 18.2. The median is 18.5 for the BA. The HM is 16.5. And then for the TM, it's 18.5. For the mode, mode is 20 for the BA, 20 and 16 is for the HM, and TM is 20 also. So Ayan. So, the result shows that tourism students performed in highest. So, with the mean score of 18.2, followed by the business administration, which is 16.6, and the hospitality, which is 16.4. This suggests that ChatGPT um, was helpful, no? Even though it's helpful, students still uses their own understanding and critical thinking while answering. So basically, it explains to us that the students are not too reliable with ChatGPT. They still rely on their own personal understanding in answering the assessment. Ayan. So for problem number 2, what are the significant implication of ChatGPT in the vocabulary assessment? So here, we apply the thematic analysis. So I got this themes already, no? So number 1, it's critical thinking. Number 2, fact checking. Number 3, practical concerns. Number 4, 2.4, sorry, is idea generation. 2.5, enhanced comprehension. And then 2.6 is ethical concern. For the problem 3, how the students perceives the use of ChatGPT in education. So I got the number 1, support for learning or assistive tool for education. Number 3.2 is quality of responses. Number 3.3, internet connection dependent. Number 3.4, structured response. 3.5, security and privacy. 3.6 is the efficient and convenience or convenience. Number 7, 3.7, lack of peer interaction or collaboration. 3.8 is too dependent to ChatGPT. And 3.9 is misleading or inaccurate information. For the summary of this result, tourism management students has the most perfect score in the vocabulary test. So it gives us 88 out of 20. Mean score is 18.2. Followed by the business administration or the BA, which is 6. No, mean 16.6, and the hospitality management is 4, meaning 16.4. This shows the students still use their own knowledge and critical thinking, not just they don't just rely on what does ChatGPT or how does ChatGPT will answer the vocabulary. Okay. So to continue, using ChatGPT in vocabulary assessments has both benefits and challenges. No, so it helps to improve search skills, clear prompt creation, and critical thinking. However, it may encourage laziness and provide easy answer by providing easy answers and require fact checking for accuracy. Its use in education might change how students work and requires updates to learning goals. Sorry. Despite these issues, ChatGPT is valuable for generating ideas, understanding complex topics, and supporting learning across discipline. Ethical concern like bias, privacy, and misuse highlights that the need for responsibility and careful use. So students find ChatGPT helpful, no, for learning, as it aids in understanding concept, no. It tackles complex topics and it provides quick information. However, issues like reliance on stable internet connection, the privacy concerns, and the limited peer interactions are noted also. While convenience over reliance may affect academic integrity and critical thinking, Students also stress that needs for fact-checking due to potential inaccuracies. Despite these concerns, many appreciate its effectivity and flexibility. For the conclusion, the study evaluates that the students' engagement with ChatGPT as an educational support tool through 20-item vocabulary assessment. Results shows that ChatGPT um, improves. ChatGPT improves the critical thinking as the students are already students learn to frame well-constructed questions to receive relevant answers. So if you give good engineered prompt to ChatGPT, if you provide good engineered prompt to ChatGPT, it will also give you accurate answer to your question. Participants in the focus group discussion found the ChatGPT valuable for generating ideas and clarifying challenging concepts. No significant difference was observed in the assessment score across the business administration, hospitality management, and the tourism program. Data from the studies highlighted key implications of ChatGPT for vocabulary assessment. First, it promotes critical thinking. As user needs to carefully choose words for effective queries. So again, we go back to the good engineering prompt. So as I've mentioned earlier, if you have a good engineering prompt question or good engineering prompt, ChatGPT will also give you the most accurate answer for your prompt. As the user needs to carefully choose the words for effective queries or questions. Second, many user practice fact checking. So before they get the answer, they do cross referencing, or they also check if ChatGPT gives them a correct answer, or is the answer provided to me correct. So they do the fact checking. Verifying ChatGPT responses again through cross-referencing. And then third, ChatGPT is valued as an idea generator tool that helps clarify complex topic. So some of the students, when we do the focus group discussion, some of the students uses ChatGPT not just to ask question, but they uses ChatGPT as an idea generator. So if they don't understand the topic, they ask ChatGPT, what is this topic? Can you explain it to me in the most easiest way that I can understand? So they can do that, no? Or for example, they don't understand what is algebra. ChatGPT will give them idea what is algebra, and when do we use algebra? When do we apply algebra? So it gives us the idea, no? It becomes a idea generating tool, no? For them to easily clarify, topics that they don't usually or they don't understand. Finally, there are ethical and practical concerns with the students recognizing the risk of over-reliance, especially as teachers grow more aware of this dependency. So nowadays, teachers also aware, that some students are using ChatGPT as answer generator. They are asking ChatGPT for the answer. So nowadays, we have the teachers are already familiar how to check if the answer of the students are from ChatGPT. For the conclusion, the researcher findings suggest that the students' perception of ChatGPT are shaped by personal experience, needs, and expectation. Many students appreciate its 24/7 availability and instant responses, making it convenient as a study aid, especially for complex topics requiring further explanation. ChatGPT is viewed as a valuable supplemental tool, helping clarifying difficult concepts and inspiring critical thinking through imaginative responses and open-ended discussions. Additionally, ChatGPT can be accessed without a personal account, maintaining users' privacy. As a self-contained learning tool, it enhances the skills and help them refine their question-asking ability. Ayan. For the recommendation, the student should practice critical thinking by crafting clear prompts. It would be better if the students would give a clear prompt to ChatGPT. Use it as a supplemental tool rather than a replacement for personal reasoning. And verify responses through fact-checking, being mindful of ChatGPT's limitation, and evolving accuracy can enhance its effective use. Ethical and responsible practices, including maintaining transparency, privacy, and caution against bias, are essential to support ethical usage in education. Teacher also thoroughly integrates ChatGPT. Teachers should thoughtfully integrate ChatGPT, promoting clear prompts, independent verification, and critical thinking. Encourage responsible use to prevent over-reliance, adapt curricula as needed, and address ethical issues such as bias, privacy, and misuse to support ethical, informed use of technology. Academic institution can enhance ChatGPT's benefits by addressing student feedbacks and adapting to connectivity challenges. Referred responses format and the privacy concerns. They should promote student-friendly format, ensure data protection, and address ChatGPT limitations in fostering peer collaboration by integrating group learning experience, emphasizing academic integrity and critical thinking. Students should be encouraged to verify information independently. Institutions should also raise ChatGPT awareness through seminars and training for teachers and students, establishing guidelines to prevent misuse and ensure responsible AI integration in school activities. So nowadays, some schools already implementing ChatGPT as a tool in their learning. So the researcher recommend that those schools or some schools who is not yet using ChatGPT, they need to create their guidelines so that the students will be guided on how to properly use ChatGPT as their tool for education. Ayan. For the future researcher should explore students' feedback on ChatGPT effectiveness in idea development, understanding complex topics, and provide quick information. They should address challenges like internet access. Maybe they can create a tool or a bot that can be available online and offline. They should address response format preference and the privacy concerns. Additionally, researchers should investigate how ChatGPT can enhance collaborative learning. So for the recommendation includes creating guidelines for the proper use in the classroom, raising awareness about the responsible usage, and developing institutional policy for AI-assisted education. Ayan. So, that ends po my presentation for today. I hope you learned something from my presentation. And I hope it enlightens you on how ChatGPT can help, no? Can help teachers, not only teachers, the students, no? In education. So, um, with that po, again, no, I am Ruby Santiago, a student of Masters of Education, a student of FEU Roosevelt, under Masters of Education, major in Educational Technology. Um, and I hope you learned something. Thank you very much po, and good day.